Morning.
Good morning.
Yes, so what do you think about this new law?
First, I am going to start by taking on the commentator who is in the studio. I can't get his name properly. But I think that if he wants to refer to democracy in other countries, he should not bring it near the sort of democracy that we practice in this country. The bill, before it became law, actually went through a process.
Mr. Williams, sorry, we can't hear you.
Hello?
Okay, just speak up, please.
Okay. I'm saying the bill, before it became law, actually went through processes in the House. The question we need to ask is, was the process the bill went through in the House very democratic enough? If our lawmakers actually gave time for religious leaders to come to the National House of Assembly to give their viewpoint on a bill that, would jeopardize the lives of minorities in this country and would not allow minorities who are affected by this proposition to speak for themselves and air their own views in this same country that we say we practice democracy. I don't know how you will call that democracy. I think that democracy is about the rule of the majority. But then it is not just about the rule of the majority. It is about the say of the minority, respecting the minorities, and also recognizing them as valuable partners in a democratic process. I do not think that we have that point. We are at that point in this country. In fact, the bill went through the process, but it was never democratic because we were never given a say in Parliament to air our concerns against this law.
Wait, Mr. Williams.
Coming back to,
Mr. Williams, I beg your pardon.
Has signed such law.
Mr. Williams, before you go on. Mr. Williams.
I feel that the president just legislated violence on the lives of minorities in this country. There is no two-way about that. We are already an oppressed minority in this country, and the president just gave us out to people who want to further oppress us. The president just put our lives, our fundamental human rights, to life for the majority.
Mr. Rashidi,
legislated violence.
can you hear me, please?
I can hear you.
Yes, I'm surprised you say that the minority was not at the National Assembly. We hear otherwise, because I watched Mr. Alimi's interview with Christian Anampo. Yes, I watched his interview, and he said they were given a chance and they were there.
Absolutely.
I am not saying we were not there, but were we given the time to speak and air our voices against the law?
You did not speak at all?
We were not given that slot. Of all the people that were there, the public hearing, the Senate had, and maybe the National Assembly still had, we were just given one slot, just a slot to air our voice. Why the religious maker got almost 20 slots? I don't know how you call that democratic. That is not democratic enough. There were enough of us. There were so many organizations that were against this bill right inside Parliament that were not given the time to talk. But all the religious leaders who were in support of this bill were given the time to talk. And so when we go by the saying that this bill has religious, undertone, we are not. Because this bill is sort of religious. Even the person who proposed this as a private member bill is a religious person within the Anglican denomination. And we all know what the Anglican faith stands for in this part of the against homosexual rights in the first place. So when we say this is something that is so religious and goes against democracy, we are not mistaken by that fact that this is a religious